Michael Jordan is teaching 300 young players at his basketball camp when a former NBA All-Star walks in and says his championships were luck, not skill. What MJ does in the next 12 seconds doesn't just silence the room. It creates a moment that gets retold in basketball circles for the next 20 years. Chicago, Illinois. July 1995, Saturday morning, 10 a.m. The Attack Athletics facility on the north side, a massive indoor complex with 4 full courts, pristine hardwood floors, championship banners hanging from the rafters. The kind of place where serious basketball happens, where future pros train, where legends pass down knowledge. Michael Jordan's summer basketball camp. Week 3 of 4, 300 kids, aged 12 to 8, from all over the country, some from overseas, all of them here for one reason: to learn from the greatest player alive, to be in the same gym as Michael Jordan, to maybe, just maybe, learn what makes greatness. The camp costs $200 per week, serious money in 1995, but parents pay it happily, because this isn't just basketball training, this is access to Michael Jordan, fresh off his first retirement. Came back this season, led the Bulls to 47 wins, lost in the playoffs to Orlando. That hurt. That loss lit a fire. Everyone knows what's coming next season. Another championship run. The hunger is big. The gym is organized chaos. 4 courts, 75 kids per court, divided by age and skill. Drills running simultaneously. Coaches everywhere, all of them teaching MJ's system. His philosophy: fundamentals first, defense matters. Mental toughness wins championships. No shortcuts, no excuses. Just work. Michael walks between courts, observing, correcting form, encouraging effort. He's wearing simple black shorts and a white t-shirt, sneakers from his new line. He's 32, in Devel Ashtov. He's 32 years old, in the best shape of his life. Retirement made him appreciate the game more, made him realize he wasn't done, not even close. He stops at court 2, watches a drill, 15 kids running 3-man weave. Fundamental basketball. One kid messes up, dribbles instead of passing, breaks the rhythm. Michael doesn't yell, just walks over, calm, patient, shows him the right way, demonstrates. The kid nods, tries again, better. Michael nods approval, moves on. That's what these camps are about: teaching, passing down knowledge, making the next generation better. Michael takes it seriously, shows up every day. This is his camp, his name, his reputation, so he's here, fully present. The main doors open, heavy metal doors. They echo. Everyone glances over. Curiosity, someone's arriving late. The morning session started an hour ago. A man walks in, late 40s, 6'8", still built, but there's something soft around the edges. The slight belly that comes when training stops, when discipline fades. He's wearing expensive warm-up gear, designer everything. Sunglasses indoors, gold chain, gold watch. That look at me energy that screams insecurity, masked as confidence. The coaches recognize him immediately. Larry Mitchell played in the NBA from 1982 to 1991, 9 seasons, 1 All-Star appearance in 1987, career average of 12 points, 6 rebounds, solid player, good player, not great, but good enough for 9 years. That's an accomplishment most never achieve. But Larry's career ended badly. Injuries, attitude problems, conflicts with coaches, blamed teammates, never took responsibility. He bounced between the teams his last 3 years, got a reputation, difficult, high maintenance. Eventually no team wanted the headache. The talent wasn't worth the trouble, so he retired or was pushed out, depending on who tells the story. Since retirement, Larry's done okay. Basketball camps in small cities, clinics at high schools, corporate speaking gigs, lives of his former glory, tells stories about his playing days, embellishes them, makes himself more important than he was. It's what former players do when they can't let go, when former NBA player is the only thing that matters about them. Larry walks across the main court, not around it, across it, right through a shooting drill. Kids scatter, confused. A coach starts to say something. Larry ignores him, walks straight toward Michael Jordan. The gym gets quieter, not silent, but quieter. People notice. Something's happening. That feeling before confrontation. Everyone can sense it. Michael sees him coming, recognizes him immediately. They played against each other. Multiple times, Jordan averaged 35 against him. Larry couldn't guard him, nobody could, but especially not Larry. Too slow, too stiff, too proud to ask for help. Michael destroyed him every time, and Larry knew it. Larry stops 15 feet from Michael, plants his feet, crosses his arms, that confrontational stance. He says loud enough for everyone nearby to hear. Michael Jordan, the man himself, the legend, the greatest to ever do it. The tone isn't respectful. It's mocking, sarcastic, dripping with jealousy, resentment, that bitter edge of someone who achieved something but knows they'll never be remembered, never be great, never be more than a footnote. Michael turns slowly, neutral expression. Larry, been a while. Larry grins, not friendly. Yeah, last time was 91, my last season, when my body gave out, when injuries forced me to retire. Unlike some people who get to retire whenever they want, come back whenever they feel like it. There's acid in those words. Bitterness. Larry's body betrayed him, forced him out. But Michael chose to leave, chose to come back, had that control, that power. That's what Larry can't forgive. Michael doesn't take the bait. What brings you here, Larry? Larry looks around at the kids, at the coaches, at the facility with Jordan's name everywhere. Wanted to see what all the hype is about. Michael Jordan's basketball camp, $200 a week. Must be nice, building an empire of championships, of luck. Michael's jaw tightens, just slightly. Not luck. Work. Larry laughs. Loud, harsh. Work? Everyone works, Mike. Everyone in the NBA works hard. The difference between guys like me and guys like you isn't work ethic. It's luck, opportunity, timing. You got lucky. Right team, right coach, right era. Perfect storm of circumstances. More kids have stopped now. More coaches watching. This is confrontation. This is an ex-player challenging a legend in front of 300 witnesses. Michael stays calm. That legendary composure. So, you think 5 championships are luck? Larry nods firmly. I know they're luck. I played against you. You're good. Really good. But you're not that much better than guys like me. The difference is, you had Pippen. I played with scrubs. You had Phil Jackson. I had coaches who didn't know what they were doing. Context matters, Mike. You got lucky. The gym is mostly silent now. Drill stopped. Everyone watching. This is the narrative Larry tells himself. Has to tell himself. Because if it's not luck, if it's actually skill and will, then Larry is responsible for his own limitations. And that's too painful to accept. Michael says quietly, "You really believe that?" Larry steps closer. "I know it. And these kids should know it too. Some of these kids will work their whole lives and never make the NBA. Not because they're not good enough, because they're not lucky enough." Michael looks at Larry for a long moment, sees the bitterness, the pain, the ego protecting itself, the man who can't accept his own limitations. Michael says, "You want to prove your point." Larry blinks. "What? You want to show these kids that it's just luck? That I'm not that much better than you?" Michael pauses. "Let's play. Right now. 1 possession. You guard me. If you stop me, you prove your point. If I score, we never have this conversation again." The gym erupts with energy. Is this happening? Is Michael Jordan about to play one-on-one against a washed-up ex-player who just called him lucky? Larry's face goes through emotions. Surprise, fear, pride. He can't back down. Not now. Not in front of everyone. "Alright. Let's do it." Michael walks to center court. The kids scatter, form a massive circle. 300 people. This is happening. This is real. Larry follows. Takes off his warm-up jacket. Still thick, still strong. But 47 years old, 4 years retired. The body isn't what it was. But the pride remains. They face each other. At the top of the key, Michael holding the ball. Larry in defensive stance. But something's wrong. The stance is too upright. The footwork stiff. This is a man who remembers how to play defense, but whose body can't execute anymore. Michael looks at him, says quietly, "Last chance to walk away." Larry shakes his head. "Just play." Michael nods. Then he moves, and 12 seconds later everything Larry believes about himself is destroyed. One dribble, crossover so fast, Larry's eyes can't track it. Left to right, Larry's weight shifts wrong. Committed. No recovery. Michael explodes right. First step is gone. By Larry completely. Larry tries to turn, but too slow, too old. Michael rises at 16 feet. Perfect form. The shot he's made it 10,000 times. Larry's hand reaches up. Desperate. Late. Nowhere close. Swish. Pure. Nothing but net. 12 seconds. That's all it took. 12 seconds to prove that greatness isn't luck, isn't circumstances. Greatness is skill refined through obsessive dedication, will forge through endless competition. The gym explodes. Kids screaming, coaches shaking their heads. They just witnessed a legend, proving he's a legend. Larry stands there, frozen, face showing everything. Shock, embarrassment, shame. The realization that he was wrong. That Michael Jordan is genuinely, undeniably, impossibly better. That circumstances didn't make him great. He made himself great. Michael walks over, extends his hand. Thanks for the lesson. Larry stares, confused. What lesson? These kids just learned that excuses are comfortable. That blaming luck is easier than accepting responsibility. You just taught them what not to become. The words are harsh, but delivered gently. Truth without cruelty. Michael isn't trying to destroy Larry, just teaching. Larry doesn't take the hand and just walks away. Head down, pride shattered. Out the same doors he entered. Gone. Michael turns to the kids, all 300 watching. You just saw something important. Not me making a shot. You saw what happens when someone blames circumstances instead of controlling what they can control. Larry Mitchell played 9 years in the NBA. That's incredible, but he can't celebrate it because he's comparing himself to others instead of appreciating his own journey. He pauses, looks at faces, young faces, impressionable. Some of you will make the NBA, most won't. But all of you control your effort, your attitude, your response to failure. That's not luck, that's choice. Larry chose bitterness, chose excuses. Don't be Larry. Be grateful for what you achieve. Work for what you want, and never blame luck for your own limitations. The kids are silent, absorbing. This is why they came, for wisdom from someone who climbed the mountain. 20 years later, one of those kids is coaching high school basketball. He tells his team it's about July 1995, about Larry Mitchell, about 12 seconds that taught him everything about accountability and excellence. One player asks, what happened to Larry Mitchell? The coach paused. He kept blaming luck, kept making excuses. Last I heard, he's broke, alone, still can't accept that he was good, but not great, still trapped in that gym. Watching Michael Jordan prove him wrong in 12 seconds. That's what 12 seconds created. Not just a basket, a lesson. Proof that excuses are comfortable and accountability is hard, and greatness requires accepting responsibility. Michael Jordan didn't destroy Larry Mitchell that day. Larry destroyed himself. Years of bitterness, years of excuses. 12 seconds just revealed the truth Larry spent 4 years hiding from. Who's your Larry? What excuses are you making? What circumstances are you blaming? Because 12 seconds can reveal truth, can shatter comfortable lies, can prove that greatness isn't luck. It's choice, every single day, 12 seconds at a time.